Good afternoon, guys. MWUSA Season 5, Episode 38. It is Sunday afternoon, the day before we go to Vegas. And I'm not sure if this episode will run into the Vegas episode or not, just depending on how long it is. But it is Sunday afternoon, and it's been a long day already. My eye is still swelling. It's gotten worse, so kind of worried about that. I looked at some AI stuff, and it says that it's most likely just a small infection that will go away. It doesn't hurt. It's not hurting my vision. It's not in both eyes. It's not red. So it's just, I probably got something under it, and it just said to have a compress on it 3 to 5 times a day or something like that. So no big deal. Not stressed about it. It's feeling better now than it did this morning. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Unfortunately, my eye is not going to get a lot of rest because I'm going to be up 20 plus hours a day for the next week. But last night I did sleep over 10 hours, and it was much needed, and I feel a little bit better today. Going to try to get a lot of sleep tomorrow as well. I have an extra early flight, one of the first flights of the day to leave tomorrow, and heading to Vegas. We are going to rent a car, so we'll go to the car rental place, do all that stuff. Then I'll probably hit South Point, some stuff in that area, and then head down to the Strip, where, I'll probably go to Caesars first and see if I can do an early check-in since I'm 7 stars, and then we'll try to go to Venetian like in the afternoon. I'm not too concerned about it, but as long as I get the keys by like 8 p.m. I'm good, so I have plenty of time. I think the weather is going to be good. I'm not taking any kind of jacket or anything. I'm going to take just a pair of pants and a couple pairs of shorts, and that should be, just pants and shorts should be fine. I can't see that I'm ever going to need anything more like a jacket or anything like that, so I think I'm fine. Anyway, today let's head over to this casino, see if we can make any money. I need to empty out my car. I'm going to let my wife use this rental car while I'm out of town, let her put miles on this, and then I'll take her car to the airport because hers needs new brakes anyway. And then when I get back, the guy is coming out to our house to fix her car anyway. So that should be probably the wisest way to go, as long as she doesn't get into any kind of accident or anything while I'm gone. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. Temperature right now is in the 50s. We're heading to the casino, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back, and actually my eye is getting a little bit better. Hopefully tomorrow is better than this, and I should be fine. Hopefully this is the worst of it. Right now, outside, still looking pretty good. It's getting kind of cloudy, and maybe it looks like it could rain or something like that, but overall the roads are semi-dry. It's 47 degrees, feels like 44. Tonight it's going to get down into the low 30s, and by the time I leave tomorrow morning it's going to be just above freezing, so hopefully not too much trouble at the airport. They may have to de-ice the plane, but I don't know if they really will or not. So I go into this place, and right away I find a play, and it's a high denomination play. So there's different things, right? So that you have a 1 cent denomination times 500, or a $1 denomination times 5. Both of them are $5. The difference is when you have 50 lines versus 5 lines that are paying out, then you have more potential to have more even payouts, right? So you're not going to be so much up and down and jerking, amounts, plus 500, minus 300, up and down like that. It's going to be more even because you're going to be winning along the way more often than if you only have 5 lines that you're playing. And it might still be the same return to player, but you're going to have a lot more choppy, like I said, up and down behavior. So sat down at this one, put $500 in the machine, and got down to $169 in there, and I had a nice hit for $670, and then kept on playing and finished off the play with a $168 win, and that brought me up to 963. Like I said, started with 500. Found another play at $1.80 on this machine that very few people play, very few people check. Hit that pretty quickly. I had 953. What was that? Yeah, I guess it was 953, and I hit it at 937. So it only took me like $16 to hit it, and actually ended up paying pretty well. It actually got me to the finish line, and ended up cashing out. Well, I had whatever 937 plus 139 is. I think it's 1,076 is where we were. So now we're up to 1,076 from 500. Found another machine. This one lately has just been murder. And I sat down. It was a $2 denomination, $4 a spin. First spin, I hit that thing, and it paid exactly $80. And that was the end of the play. No more play. So overall, ended up ahead $653. And pretty good, actually. There were a lot of machines I couldn't get to. I saw a lot of other people checking machines, but I was fortunate enough to get what I did, and everything was good. So right now, I'm going to stop at a few places on the way home, take care of some personal business. Then we're going to head home. I've been updating my spreadsheet, and my goodness, at first, I was updating it for January and February. For some reason, my note for January, whatever, 29th or 30th, I think the 30th, the really bad day, wasn't there. And I'm like, this doesn't look too bad. And then I found the note, and I'm like, I'd already gone like 30 lines past it on the spreadsheet, so I had to go back and update everything. And of course, there's all kinds of, formulas and stuff in the spreadsheet, so I had to go back and fix it all. But overall, still doing pretty well, still up, and I haven't updated it for everything. Some of the online stuff I hadn't updated. One of the online things that I do, I'm up over 3,200 so far this year, so pleased about that. The other one, I'm not up as much, but I haven't put that on my chart. But I think we're still up like 15,000 for the year, which is not bad considering some really, I had over 8,000. I had a minus 18,000. I had a minus 5,000, 6,000, something like that. So, and then we had some nice bounces. We had plus 11,000, plus 3,500, and a couple others. And so overall, I'd say we're fortunate to be where we are. But yeah, that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. Right now, we are heading home. I've got a lot of work to do for the office, and a lot of emails to send out, kind of pass the baton over to other people for next week. And like I said, I'm taking those days off, so I'm not taking the laptop with me. I don't care if the whole world falls apart over here. I'm not going to have a laptop over there. So we're going to head home. The sky behind me is sunny, and the sky in front of me is like very, very dark. Looks like a big storm coming in. Going to get home and get kind of cozy in the house, get our work done, have a nice calm night. It's Sunday. Normally I'd be out until 3 or 4 in the morning. We're not going to do that today. We're going to rest, and then tomorrow is going to be insane. So we're looking forward to that. So for now, letting you go, and I'll be back. All right, good morning, guys. I am back. It is Monday morning, 5 a.m. and just heading out. We're gonna head to the airport. It's a very foggy day. Temperature right at 30 degrees. So chance of freezing and cold. Very foggy outside. Very, very dark outside this morning, and we're just heading out. Hopefully everything goes well. We can get to Vegas early, and I'm going to attempt to spend maybe an hour or an hour and a half at the airport. Try to look at all those slots first, see if I can find anything, and then we will go to the rental car. I guess it doesn't really matter too much about what time I have it set for. I have it set to be picked up right after I land at the airport, but I think we can spend some time at the airport, pick it up a little bit later, and we should be fine. So, yeah, right now, just heading out, and I'll come back and update you. All right, guys, we are back, and just got to Vegas. Still morning here. My flight was delayed quite a bit, couple hours, and there was a lot of fog and all that stuff. Didn't have to de-ice or anything like that, but there was definitely a lot of fog. Like, I couldn't even see the airplane from where I was sitting by the window. So right now we're going to take just a quick lap here, see what we can find, and then we'll go get the rental car. So yep, that's what's going on right now. Still pretty early, things are still pretty quiet, but hopefully we'll find something before we leave. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and it has not been very eventful so far, I can tell you that. Finally got through the airport and made no money at the airport, like $3. No money to be made. And went to the car rental place, waited in line for an hour and a half, finally got the car. Car looks pretty good, pretty decent. It's got one little ding in it. Took a video all the way around the car, and no issues. I mean, they tell you to check in online before you go there, and I did that, and everybody else had not done that. It's like, that's why there's such a long line, other than nobody wants to work. But other than that, the line was so long because everybody didn't have all their documents, and they not only did they want your insurance card, they wanted your declarations page. And then when they saw that all my cars were new on my insurance card, they're like, never mind, that's okay. So anyway, the car is relatively clean, not the greatest, but it's okay, and it's in good shape. It's a Chevy something SUV, 5 days, $128, so not bad. And this place is close to the Silverton, so we're gonna stop by the Silverton here, maybe play a little bit of blackjack, and then we're gonna move on to the M and South Point, and then probably head down to the Strip from there, or up to the Strip or whatever. So I think that's the immediate plan: Silverton, South Point, and M, and then probably head to the main Strip. We'll see. So that's what's going on right now. You're all caught up, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, about an hour later, just leaving Silverton, and I could not be happier to not make money. Yeah, pretty crazy. A friend of mine that I met when I was out in Oklahoma was telling me about a machine, and they were testing it out. They were doing pretty well on it. Seemed like there was something there. And overall, they're pretty neutral, but they started off really, really well. And so I wanted to test it out. I looked at it, I read the rules, I took pictures of the rules, and it seemed like something was there. So I sit down to play, and at this point, I'd been playing some other stuff, and I was ahead about 150. Sit down to play that one. That thing played so badly, about $4 a spin, and it paid out so miserably when it paid out. I was down over $800 on that one. So then that took me down this rabbit hole. Now I'm like, I don't want to leave. I went and played some blackjack. It's a double deck, but not great rules. No resplit aces, which is not unusual. Hit 17, which is not unusual for a double deck, but can only double 10 and 11. Probably can't resplit. I didn't even notice that, but there was a side bet on there that I've been experimenting with. So I sat down and played for a while and just really didn't get anything going. I was up, let's see, I don't know if I was ahead more than like $50 at that table the whole time I was there. I was there for a while, and I wasn't down a lot, but it was a low limit table. It was like $25 minimums, so it's not like it was like this big thing I have to worry about. Stupid car. So I was never down more than like 300 or so, but never was really ahead either. Finally, I ended up leaving when it got crowded, and I was ahead $26. So nothing there. Slot wise, I did finally make a comeback after a long, stubborn time, and I ended up leaving. Oh boy, is a little dead end here. I don't know. I think I can go through here. Leaving ahead on the slots. Actually, it was quite a battle. Was there way too long? Spent way too much time there. But I ended up actually lucking out in order to be able to get back to even, because the play I was playing should not have paid that well. So on one side, the one that should have paid well didn't, and the one that shouldn't have paid well did, and it all balanced out, and I ended the session ahead $14 on the slots. So plus 14 on the slots, plus 26 on the blackjack. And I guess it could have been a lot better, but it could have been a lot worse as well. So yeah, right now I'm gonna head over to the M, and actually I should have been everywhere like a half hour earlier, but when I turned to go to the Silverton, it was the wrong road and it took me to the highway. Then I had to go down and exit, come back and exit, blah blah blah, all that fun stuff. So anyway, we've made $40 in Vegas so far. Aren't we excited? Right now we're going to move on to the M. M is owned by Hollywood, who I very much dislike. So it would be a treat if we could make some money off of Hollywood. And actually, I want to find my card also, because if I don't have any problem on blackjack or anything, I still have some points. I'll probably get some food and stuff to load up in the car for snacks and stuff. Just use the rest of my points. I've been trying to use my points for a long time, because most of the Hollywood places near me, any Hollywood place within, I would say 5 hours of me, I've been backed off of. So we might as well use whatever points we have left. I think there's like $50 or $100 left. Let's go use that. We'll have some stuff in the car in case we're hungry. So right now we're going to go to the M, and then we'll probably go to South Point and go from there. Actually, I have a lot of intel on South Point too, so I feel like I know all the pit bosses at South Point, even though I've only played there like 3 or 4 times, just because I see them online so often and see how they act and what they do and their tells and when they're on the phone and how, all the little mannerisms they have. It's like you could study this stuff online. So many card counters are online, and some of these casinos have the same people working there for 20, 30 years, and you can learn a lot before even setting foot in there. But all right, let's go to the M. I'll be back. All right, guys, looks like South Point is right there, so we're going to go to South Point instead. I'm going to take a lap and look at slots, but I probably won't find anything because everybody's playing them. But then we'll go play some blackjack and see what we can do. So I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. I am at South Point, and walked in, was looking at slots, wasn't finding anything. This place is always hopping, and they treat people right here, from what I understand. They give people good, decent comps. People come here, they like the buffet. It's nice, it's good service, decent place to be. I mean, if I wasn't staying for free, I'd want to be in a place like this that, treated you nice. Anyway, I did see one of the people that I watch on YouTube all the time, always the cranky lady, and she was kind of eyeing me a little bit, but I did everything. I did the old, pick up the chips like you didn't know how to handle them, looking around. The dealer was waiting for me to hit, and I was staring off in the distance, all that stuff. And she finally gave up and walked away. But ended up having a decent session on a $25 table from 25 to 125. 1 minute. Hold on 1 second. There might be something here. So the low on that, I only bought in for 300. The low on that session was minus 75, and just had it decent, like barely positive the whole time, but nothing special. A few times I was able to go a little bit higher to 125, but not very much. I did have a crazy one with a decent count, and I had a pair of 4s against a 5. I split them. I get a 6 on the first one, double down. They put it face down. And then on the second one, get another 4, split that one, end up losing everything. Got like 75 a hand times 4. So that was kind of rough. But overall, still ended up doing okay. Left at the end of a shoe, and I was ahead exactly $300. So plus 300 there. And one thing I do also is, like, let's say I'm exactly doubled up or just more than doubled up and it goes negative, then you can say, oh, you know what, I'm doubled up, I should get up, I shouldn't be greedy. Those little things, they sound like nothing, and they may be nothing, but to me, I feel like it makes a difference. And I've always done stuff like that, and they'll laugh about it or whatever. This guy doesn't know what he's doing, which is what you want, right? You don't want to be the guy that does know what he's doing. So you want to be the one that they look at like, oh, it's that guy again. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he's lucky sometimes. So anyway, plus 300, and we're going to go look at more slots and see what we can do here. I haven't played a single one yet here, so hopefully it goes better than the Silverton, but all right, I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So nothing else there. In fact, I was checking machines. Asian guy comes up right behind me, and he's checking the same. He's waiting for me to finish checking so he can check it. And I'm like, there's nothing there, and he still checked the whole machine. I'm like, you just watched me check the whole thing, and then you check it again. Oh boy. Anyway, there's quite a storm coming in here. Lots of wind, heavy wind right now. Everything's swirling around, trash everywhere in the streets and stuff. And it's starting to get dark. Well, I guess like storm dark, not nighttime dark. We're going to head over to the M right now. And, I found an old Penn gaming card that I have, but it's so old. It expired in 2020. And then the other one I had expired in 2011. But I think they'll still work because the number is still the same. So I will try that at their little shop there. And either way, I'm going to use it all up. And we'll be done. So we're going to try to get some table time in here. I don't know if we'll be able to. Last time there was a high limit table, double deck, and it was busy. And then there was low limit, and it was like $15 or something. And people were playing so slow. It was so aggravating. But I stuck it out for a little while anyway, because I just wanted to take money away from these guys because I just dislike them so much. So, yeah, let's head over to the M. Let's see if we can make some more money. And then we got to go down to the Strip and start checking into all our hotels. I'll be back. Man, they are building hundreds of apartments just south of South Point, between South Point and the M. There's 2 groups of them, hundreds of apartments. It's unbelievable. There's like nothingness, and then all these apartments, and then nothing, and then more apartments. It is pretty crazy. Wow. Yeah, I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and not really much there. I couldn't get in on a table. The low limit tables were completely packed. The high limit table wasn't open. So I did play a few slots, ended the session ahead exactly $40, like $39.90 something. So there's that. I went to their food area and tried to use my comps, but I actually have double that many because Penn Play displays their cash amount. If you get food, it's twice that much. So I got salad, I got some desserts, got some cake, I got candy bar, I got some tea to take home, some other stuff to take home, and it was not even enough. So I still have like $30 or $40 more for next time. I can use it in the next couple days. I even got some extra drinks, which I'm going to be having drinks coming out of my ears here with Caesar's giving me 4 drinks a day. So I'm in good shape on food, on desserts, on snacks. I got some mints. I got everything. So right now we are heading to the Strip. It is raining. The wind has got to be whipping up to 60 miles an hour. The door scratched my leg. The wind was so fast I could barely stay standing up. I mean, it was that bad. So right now it's raining. We're gonna take this opportunity to drive and stay out of the weather. As far as walking in the weather, we're gonna get to a safe place. We're gonna get to Caesars. We're gonna check in there. We're gonna get our free play stuff taken care of. I'm gonna ask for $1,200 in table play, so that will be chips. The lowest denomination, you get to keep them if you win. So excellent, everything is good. We're gonna play those out one time through the blackjack. No matter what happens, we're gonna get up and go because they need your ID to do it, and I don't want to be rated while I'm counting. So I can count tomorrow or another day at Caesars, but for now we're just going to use the free stuff, and we don't want them to rate us. We'll look at slots as well. I don't think we're going to find much. There's a big Asian group in that place, so they usually have things pretty locked down. And actually a friend of mine who's also out here at the same time called me, and he was like shocked. He's like, there's no plays anywhere. I'm like, yeah, because there's people everywhere checking everything. So it's going to be really hard for you to find anything on slots. And he's like, they're not even close. I'm like, yeah, because they're doing certain things I can't talk about on this podcast. You know, so they play everything down to the nub. So we're also going to have a little bit of free food daily. I think like $10 daily at Caesars. We have $500 in food on our room that we can add to the room. So we're going to have $50 total food. We're going to have 20 free drinks. We're going to have $500 in food, and we're going to have $1,200 in table play. So we're going to get to work on some of that right now, and then we'll head over to the Venetian. We'll get checked in there, and over there we have $150 in slot play, and we have $50 in food. So just got to stay organized and keep track of all this stuff so we use things properly. Don't overuse it because I don't want to pay a bill. And usually you end up just paying whatever the tip is, so that's no big deal at all. Also get with Walter White and his wife and see if they want to have dinner one of these nights also, and a couple other people from online that I promised I'd get together with. So a lot of stuff to keep straight, but today's main thing is getting this free play taken care of, getting checked into both rooms, getting settled in, maybe getting a nap, and then we'll really hit things hard after that. So right now Vegas time, it's about 5 p.m. and heading to our hotel. I'll be back. Oh yeah, this trip, baby, where 000 is still a $50 minimum. You gotta love it. They are just screwing people left and right. 000 roulette, $50 minimum. You can go downtown to any of those nice casinos, nice people there, get such a better deal than that. So I got it all checked in, and right now, I don't know what everybody's standing here to watch. I don't know. Whatever it is, something just happened. Anyway, I'm heading over to the reward desk because you couldn't go there until you checked in. I got checked into my room. I'm going to go over there and get my free play, go to the cashier, get the chips, then grab a bunch of drinks and some food, take it up to the room, and we're going to relax for a few minutes. So that's what's happening right now, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back. Let's go, baby. I turned that $1,200 in promo chips. I was going to play blackjack with it, but most of the tables were $100 that had any kind of decent rules. Like I told you earlier, 000 roulette, which I would never play 00, is $50. Pai Gow is $100. So I ended up playing baccarat with it, and with the Caesars promo chips, if you win a hand, you get to keep the chips. So I actually turned $1,200 into $1,925. So $1,925 with that $1,200. Right now I'm going to grab some drinks and some food and go to the room. So plus $1,925, and I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and went to Starbucks, got my free drinks, and it was kind of a hassle actually because they changed things around quite a bit. So it turns out that they're cracking down on people who have higher level cards like 7 stars, giving their cards to other people to use them. So on top of giving them your ID, you also have to have the app on your phone with the location turned on so they know that you're in the building when it's being used. So of course mine was turned off, as it always would be anywhere I go to a casino, and so I had to adjust that. It took a minute for it to show up, and it was kind of a hassle, but we got it working. Then I went to use my $10 daily food credit, and that one was a hassle also, and they never got that one to work, so I ended up charging that to the room. I got a tuna poke bowl. It's tuna, seaweed, avocado, stuff like that in there, purple rice. It was pretty good, so that's all good. Right now, I'm going to head over to the room. We got to use the key, at least show that we were there and we slept there or something. So we're going to use the key right now, and then we'll use it again later tonight just to have that in the record. And then we're going to head over to the Venetian, and we're going to get checked in over there and do the same stuff over there, and then figure out where we're going from there. I'm really tired. My eye is swollen like crazy right now. It was a lot better yesterday. And then, of course, woke up early, didn't get a lot of sleep, and then I'm probably, who knows how much sleep I'm going to get. So later on, I'm going to put something on it just to, like a maybe warm compress or something on there, just to calm down a little bit. It wasn't as swollen when I took Benadryl at home yesterday, but then you do that, then you're going to be getting tired, and we don't want to be getting tired. So then we'll have to be snorting something and taking Benadryl. We don't want that to happen, right? So anyway, all right, I'll be back. All right, guys, back at the room. Just putting my feet up for a minute. My feet are like, I don't know why my calves are like burning. I have no idea why. I only have 12,000 steps in, which isn't very much. Normally in Vegas I have so much more. But I did get another room, top floor, facing the Bellagio fountains. So I know when the whole family was here, the girls stayed in this room, and they loved watching the Bellagio fountains at night. So that's all cool. Right now, I'm just going to rest for like 20 minutes. Back is killing me, legs are killing me. And then we'll walk all the way to the parking garage, which is like a mile. And then we'll head over to the Venetian and get checked in over there before it's too late. All right, I'll be back. All right, boys and girls. Hopefully this is something that you can actually hear. I don't know how loud everything is around me here, but just checked into the Venetian Palazzo. I don't know, Palazzo, I guess. I didn't even think about it. Just checked in and got my stuff all settled and everything, and I'm downstairs back in the casino. We're going to go see if we can make a little bit of money. Our goal right now is to find the game that we've been looking at and see if it's still there and the rules are still the same, and we're going to test it out a little bit here. We're going to try for half an hour to an hour and see what happens, and hopefully it's still around. Hopefully we can still make money off it. So all right, that's what's going on right now, and I'll come back and update you. All right, guys, I am back at Caesars now. So I went to the Venetian, went to the room, got the room, did all that stuff. Went to the room, hung out there for a while. went downstairs, went and checked out this game. It was still there. It was completely packed. And I had a hard time even being able to sit down to play. So I wasn't really able to test it much. But I did end up playing a little bit and ended ahead slightly, plus 113. Came back to Caesars, met my friend and his son, had dinner together. I found one slot play before that and played that and made a big $7. So I don't know where we are here. 26, 40, 80, 2005, 20, 25, 21, 38, 21, 38. That's it. We're up 21:38 for the day. And right now, I'm very tired. But I'm just going to close my eyes for about 20 minutes. My eye is so swollen and hurting right now. It's close to midnight. Let's just lay in the bed here for about 20 minutes, and then we'll head back out and try to make some money. Um, I had chicken tikka masala. They had some Caesar salads. It was pretty good. I mean, I give it like a 9 on a scale of 2 through ace. It was okay, not great. Lunch, what did I have for lunch? I don't even know. Did I have lunch? Um, when I landed, I actually, a little bit before dinner, I had that chef salad, and I had a piece of cake before that, and that was it for the day. And as you know, most of the money today came from um, that free, what do you call it, promo chips. So I ended up ahead 1,925 on those. So what did you tip today, MW? Well, I mean, when you make $2,000 profit on something, you're going to tip something, right? So I tipped $0 because I don't know the lady. I'm never going to see the lady again, most likely. If I do, she's not going to remember me, and I'm not going to remember her. Why would I give her free money? And what did you learn today, MW? Um, I think this is the last 3 trips. I've had issues with the car rentals, anywhere from very expensive to okay expensive to very cheap, and they're all crappy. So I think next time I'm going to see what I can do about just getting a shuttle to the hotel and just having a rental company drop off a car. Then I don't have to worry about it. Don't have to wait in line or any of that stuff. So anyway, I think that's plenty for right now. We can do a new episode for tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.